Man, my Joy-Cons are completely unusable with this drifting. I just wish there was a way to fix it. Oh, a lamp! Whoa! Yes, you have rubbed my lamp, so I will allow you one wish. What? Wait, one wish? Yeah, sorry, that's pretty much all I can do for you. Times are kind of hard right now in the genie world. What is that even? Silence! What is your wish? Well, I would like to have a controller for my Nintendo Switch that doesn't have drifting issues. Done! On October 30th, 8bitdo released their new, unique Switch-Lite controller. Coming at $24.99, you get a small, sleek controller with a total of 3 D-pads. Some may call this an abomination, a redundancy, that there's no point to having 3 D-pads, some might say, and that may be true, but I'm going to put it to the test. As someone who loves the 8bitdo controllers such as the SM30 Pro and the Pro Plus, I always thought that the D-pad was a little bit too mushy for my taste, and I never got used to the feel of it, especially for retro and 8-bit style games. But let's see if the 3 D-pads will make a difference. 8bitdo said, oh, you want D-pads? We'll give you D-pads. Let's start with the unboxing. Here's the box, and inside you get the controller, of course, the instruction manual, USB-C cable, and this white plastic. Very simple unboxing. What I immediately noticed, other than the 3D pads, were the triggers. I thought this would either be a nightmare or slightly convenient. It's so simple and sleek, and the turquoise and white looks very nice together. It does give the same vibe as the Nintendo Switch Lite. Here you have the switch to switch between the Nintendo Switch, or X input for Windows, Steam, and Raspberry Pi. You have your standard home and capture button, and start and select. This is crazy light as well, being only around 7.2 ounces and can easily fit in my pocket. So right now, we're gonna go through some footage of me using the controllers on various types of games. And with this being a D-pad, we had to try some SNES games, and of course, it works flawlessly. The D-pads feel great, it's really responsive, the clickiness kind of reminds me of like a Game Boy SP. It's nothing like the mushiness of an SM30 Pro or a Pro Plus controller. This controller is perfect for games like Mario Maker, Shovel Knight, and even Link's Awakening, since you know the controls are pretty simple. With Celeste, I had a bit of a hard time trying to get used to inputting diagonal movements, since you had to be very precise, of course. Up, down, left, right movements were extremely precise, but if I need to make a diagonal movement, I personally prefer a joystick. So in the spirit of having 3 D-pads, I think it's only fitting to play Smash, and to play none other than King Dedede. This can only go smoothly. So I already don't have a lot of experience with Dedede already, and on top of that, I have to use this. Let's see how I do.
Hello!
So I was able to get 1 kill, but I lost that match. But I didn't give up.
You must be punished. What is that, Rolf? The hat of discipline. Do you live in a cave?
In the end, we were able to do it. And we can only go up from here. Never mind, I'm done. So overall, I don't recommend playing Smash, of course. Entering Smash attacks are really easy. Attacks come out very quickly, fast falling kind of feels good, but doing stuff like reverse arrow rushes, using the triggers, are absolute hell and will probably give you arthritis. So I wanted to try this controller with 3D games, and it's an absolute no-no. If you have a camera, it's a no-no. If you need to make 360-degree movements in Astral Chain, it's a no-no. You can try, but you'll hate yourself. Using the camera in Mario Odyssey jerked, since the only inputs in a D-pad makes is go, and with Astral Chain, I didn't even bother moving the camera. So, I mean, I did okay in Astral Chain, I guess, but that's because I kept spamming, hoping to God something good would happen. For 2D games, this is really good, but in 3D games, very bad. As for my final thoughts, for retro games, 2D games, retro remasters, and some JRPGs, this control is perfect. It's really fun to use, it's unique, it feels really high quality, and although the D-pads are amazing, 3 D-pads is kinda overkill. I never really had to use all 3 in any game. However, the D-pads are clicky, responsive, smooth, and fun to use. The small form factor is really portable, but it can cramp your hands after a long period of time, depending on the game, of course. The trigger bumpers feel really nice and clicky, but the small trigger buttons feel a little unnatural. I feel like this is a love it or hate it product, but personally, I love this controller, and I really do plan to have it in my controller library. 8bitdo doing a great job as always. Phew, man, this took way longer than I thought to make. I really hope any of you guys watching really enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what I can improve on or review next. I'm actually going to try to be consistent with my posting, but we'll see. Again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.